I want to apologize. Correcting oneself. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, I wanted to make this video. I want to apologize if I seemed like a blabbermouth in the video with my husband and I. You know, I interviewed my husband, and it was a really important video. And if you all didn't see that video, I hope you go back and look at it. It was basically called 100% Cancer Free, and it was a video we did about my husband's cancer journey. And my husband was wonderful, and he agreed to do the video. We did it very impromptu. We didn't have any notes written down, anything like that. And there was a lot to his story, or our story. And, but after I put it up and I watched it, I realized that, you know, I was kind of probably, you know, doing more of the talking in some situations than he did. But you know, and I kind of thought about it, and I thought, well, you know, I probably should have let him just, you know, say whatever it is that he wanted to say, which he did. My husband is a man of few words, and I knew that going into the video. I knew that we'd have big lapses in our conversation because he's very thoughtful about every word that he says. It's an exact science with him, his words. And during the time he went through the cancer, there was so much to it. And he was so sick. And of course, I got sick with what we believe was an allergic reaction during that time. I've talked about that in other videos. And so there was so much going on. And I was kind of like keeping track of everything. So I remembered all the details. And because he was so sick at the time, you know, some of the details he forgot about or didn't remember exactly. And so I kind of interjected, not really interrupted, but interjected. There's a big difference between interrupting and interjecting. Interrupting is kind of rude. Interjecting is where someone says something and you're adding to it in a very positive way without taking over the conversation. So what I'm apologizing about is that I felt like I kind of, to some degree, took over that interview. But my husband is a man of, you know, he doesn't go on and on about things. And what I felt was really important, the details of this cancer journey, I felt was really, really important that we, you know, let people know a lot of the details. And some of the details he forgot, or he didn't have the timeline right because, well, there was so much going on at that time. And when it, you know, because I was the one that was keeping track of everything that was really going on at that point, although he did a fantastic, fantastic job. And so when I looked back upon the video, I was like, wow, you know, people probably think I'm a blabbermouth. And the truth is, in person, I am a great listener. Now, all you see me do is talk because, well, it's kind of one-sided here, you know, when you're on YouTube and you're making a video. And so when my husband and I did this video together, he really didn't know what to expect. He'd never been on YouTube before. Really, he's not on social media at all. He's a very private person, and he kind of spares people the details. And so I knew that going in, and I kind of wanted to bring in a lot of the details. So as he would talk, I would interject, you know, different things that happened during that time. And so, you know, just looking back on the video, my husband was so amazing and so wonderful. And he's like that in person. You know, if you meet him in person, he's that type of person. He listens. He really says, you know, he talks, you know, of course he does. He's a great conversationalist, but he is a great listener. And I always say he's a man of few words, but those words are powerful. And so he said, honey, you know, when we do this, you kind of take the rein because you know social media, you know everything in regards to, I don't know everything, but he thinks I do. He thinks I do. He thinks I does. He thinks I know a lot of things, and so I guess maybe I do to some degree, but I'm not an expert. And so I just felt like, you know, when he and I had that conversation and made the video, it was just so wonderful, and he was so wonderfully him, a man of few words. And so I thought I would just come on here and talk about that. And you know, if you haven't seen that video, if you don't mind me being a little bit of a blabbermouth, I do hope you go and you watch that video, because it's just so amazing, you know, how he triumphed over this cancer, you know, that he had. And right now, from our understanding, he's 100% cancer free. So we're very grateful. We don't give advice or suggestions or anything like that. But I did want to come on here and kind of apologize for being what I thought of myself as a blabbermouth. And yet I knew that my husband wanted me to kind of, you know, provide the backstory and provide the details, because he wasn't probably going to do that. And he'll just give you, hey, I'm 100% cancer free, and that's it. And then I'm the one who gets all the backstory. So anyhow, thank you for listening. May God bless you. And I hope to talk to you soon again. And I do hope you like, share, subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.